Hello everybody, welcome back to the Rocks Roost, and let's play Final Fantasy I, the Pixel Remaster. Appreciate you joining me today. So, when last we left off, we were inside Mount Gulg, the volcano of doom, that is home to the Fire Fiend. And the Fire Crystal is in here as well, at least we've been told. And we are in this kind of radiating, almost snowflake arranged room here. There's a bunch of rooms. We're just going to go around and see where what we can find in these rooms as we go forward into the fiery depths. Okay, so let's see. Let's start up in this corner and get attacked. Very good. We've seen this before. This is the Ogre Mage. And I think we can just go all out here. Forgot. Zeus Gauntlets. We can give the White Wizard some extra oomph. So, alright. So let's head up this way. And let's see what we can find. Here's the door. There's goodies inside. Don't forget the gauntlets. Oh, not that. There we go. I wonder why they're just gauntlets now and not Zeus gauntlets. Did that, it used to just have a little icon, excuse me, of gauntlets. And it said Zeus. So did they think that was too confusing? Nothing in here. How about that? So now that we're in here, we can use our handy map feature. So now we know that the upper right room has a treasure. The middle right has a treasure. Lower right has a treasure. Oh, there's our ultimate goal, the crystal chamber. And the lower center has a treasure. So let's go ahead and head down to the lower center. Again, we're playing the game as though we have not played it before, just so you guys get a little bit of a feeling for what it's like to stumble in the dark. Excuse me, at least a little bit. Okay. We aim for realism here. We just have to eat the damage if we want the treasure. Not that big a deal, because we do have the healing staff for the White Wizard now. And it really helps out. Okay. Again, because we did a slight sequence break, and we went ahead and did class change before the volcano, rather than after. Let's see. We are slightly overpowered, but we're good on HP. Again, on the original version, this would be a hidden encounter. And I do want to say, like, if you want to do some level grinding and you're playing the original, those tiles that have set encounters are very good to use, because I'm going to use Null Blaze here just in case. Because they reset after every fight. So you fight the encounter, step off the tile, step back on, and you'll have the encounter again. So you can really rack up some serious gold and experience. We got the flame armor here. This is armor that guards against ice. We are going to be hit with fire from the fiend, so I don't think we're going to need that right now, but that is good to know. What are the stats on that, actually? That's the same. Can the master wear that? No. Okay. So I'm beginning to wonder, like, that must have been a bug in the original, because the master could wear the elemental armors. Or even the black belt, the upgraded version, could wear them too. Oh, I forgot. Where are we going? That's the thing with me. I'm so scatterbrained, dude. At this point, if you've been watching the videos, you've come to know that, folks. Yeah, so no treasure there. Okay, there's one. There's one. There's one. And then that's it. So now let's head to the other side of the fiery snowflake of doom. I'm not going to worry about him this time. I mean, you see, well, he got to go first anyway, so that's why you want to maybe cast Null Blaze on these guys. I'm going to risk it and try and use the healing staff to do the healing next. So, yes, we're living dangerously here, folks. And in fact, I'm going to defend on these guys just so I can use it, because I'm cheap. It pays to be cheap with the spell slots, folks. It really does. We'll just do it one more time. Very good. Excuse me. Now, you know, yeah, I've talked about the spell slots and how they cause you to be more tactical with your spell usage. We got a potion here. You need to go ahead and use that? I use one there. Use one there. Okay. But yeah, there are games that have an MP pool that also cause you to, or rather, I guess, force you to be more tactical with your spell usage. And one of those is Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest has MP and not spell charges. However, it gives you so little MP, and the cost of spells is significant enough that you don't want to just go around casting spells willy-nilly. So I've actually started a Dragon Quest Dragon Warrior 2 series just to see if folks are interested in that. So if you are, give it a watch. I put up one episode so far. And that is a game that you do need to manage your MP. And the original Dragon Quest as well. And in fact, all the games in that series. Go down here. So just because you have MP doesn't mean you necessarily have a game design where you can just cast spells willy-nilly. Now, a lot of the Final Fantasies are like that, later ones that do have MP. You don't really have to worry about it too much, and we'll see that as we get through the series here. I do like it when you have to think about magic, you know, because it is kind of like a weapon of mass destruction in a lot of ways. And it is nice when taking a mage, like if you have a choice, like in this game, you don't have to take a mage of any kind with you. It's a tactical decision. But they have their own drawbacks, so much so that the black mage, as you recall, we had one, and then I changed my mind because I just decided that he was going to be too much of a drag. His damage output is high until he runs out of spell slots, and then he's a liability. So I would not recommend, actually would not recommend the Black Mage to anyone on their first playthrough. It's just, you'll be struggling to keep him alive most of the time. Now, kind of a fun challenge is to do an all-black mage party. That's fun. Okay, so we have all the treasure on this side. Minotaur. Okay, here we go. We'll pick up this last treasure, and then we'll be ready to take on the Fiend. Yeah, so anybody starting the game out, I recommend this party for this game. I think I've said that before, but this gives you maximum flexibility and maximum damage output, and the maximum balance between the two, at least in my opinion. Fun challenges are all Black Mage, which it can be kind of fun. It's a little frustrating at the start. You need to go ahead and do a lot of grinding. Oh, I thought there was a treasure in here. Okay, see, absent-minded again. So we're ready. We're good to go. Anyway, all Black Mage, a little challenging, at least at the beginning, to keep alive because you have to rely solely on potions and things to heal you. Once you get the heal staff, it helps, but again, that's like mid-game. And it does take a heck of a lot of gold because you need to buy the spells for all 4 characters. But that can be a fun challenge. All White Mage is a challenge you can do. I don't find it fun. I've done it before. I just find it way too tedious because your damage output is extremely low until late game, and even then, you know, you're relying on those spell charges for the most part. So, I mean, if you just love this game and you're bored of all the other ways to play it, sure, try for a White Mage party. But otherwise, you know that exists, but I don't really recommend it. All Fighters is, in a lot of ways, like all Black Mage, because the fighters really pump out damage. It's also expensive because you have to kit them all out. When you do class change, you get basic healing spells, but again, you need to do the whole 99 potion thing all the time, and you need to start buying a whole lot of high potions too. But you can do that, all fighters. I've always thought, like, it doesn't have as much variety, but all black belts or 3 black belts or monks and 1 white mage would be probably the most powerful party you could build. 2 monks, 2 white mages would be really good, but I mean, a lot of people like to play with different characters. So if you want one of no 2 characters the same, then this is what I recommend. This is very, very powerful. I want to pop a potion on the knight, and that's it. Yeah, okay. Now we'll quick save. So because we're headed in to the boss room. Let's see what's going on here. So you are the ones who defeated the Fiend of Earth and roused Merilith from her slumber. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, the power of the burning flame is mine, and mine alone. Those who would oppose me shall burn in hellfire. Here we go. Or Merilith, or Carrie, the Fiend of Fire. Don't worry, she's... I gave her a very decidedly male voice, and it's obviously female. Anyway, just sort of, the normal thing. Null Blaze with the Red Mage. Fight with the Knight, of course. Fight with the Master. Okay, what do we want to do with our White Mage? I should have looked at the spell slots, or the spell chart for her. For some reason, I think she can cast ice as well. You'll have to overlook my ignorance. It doesn't hurt to cast it. Like the Lich, she is, and all the Fiends, resistant to physical attacks somewhat. Okay, so here, I think I'll show off a spell I've not used before, Temper. I bought this, I don't think I've used it once. This raises one ally's attack. In the original, it was bugged. In subsequent versions, it doubled the attack. I assume it does that here. I'm not sure. Attack power, but not the number of attacks. All right. Just for giggles. Temper is a very cool idea for a spell. It's a shame that it was bugged in the original. A large number of spells in the original were bugged. Oh, heck. Let's just go ahead and cast haste, too. And let's see. The gauntlets. We're not worried about the blind status there. It's really not that big of a deal. I mean, you see he's still hitting. Now, haste increases the number of hits per attack. Alright, so we need to think about this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do heal Aura here. Don't worry about this too much. 10 hits, 491. That's the power of haste and temper for you. So that's 2 fiends down. 2 remaining. So, not too bad. Not too bad even if you come in at regular power level. And we are, again, slightly over-leveled because we decided to sequence break. But I don't think that's put us at a significant enough advantage. We would have been, quote-unquote, over-leveled here anyway. Rekindled Flame restored the fire crystal's light. This is another one of those achievements and or trophies, depending on your platform. This is the altar of fire, from which the power of fire flows forth. And, like in the Earth Cave, we have a way out. You could also cast Exit, but why do that? Because we can leave for free. Okay, so once you're done, I recommend saving for real. Let's just save there. We'll head over to Crystal Lake and see. God damn it, I did it again. Crescent Lake. And see what the sages have to say. Oh, in this version, you can walk around the gravestones. Let's check the magic shop. I still don't think we need that. Oh, interesting. Interesting. The red wizard can also cast. Oh, I was thinking about. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. Yes, the red wizard can cast this. Can't cast Stone Eye. I still don't think we need that. I am tempted to buy Protera for him. Invisora we don't need, because there's an item later that will cast that for free. I'm tempted to give him Protera. Was there anything else here we wanted for him? Hey, you need a black mage for those. So, how much gold? We have 302,000 gold. Okay, that's we have. It seems like we have a lot, but the level 7 and 8 spells are quite expensive. But I'll tell you, I think I like the idea of having this for him. It may come in handy in the final boss. So we'll see. So anyway, whenever you vanquish a fiend, remember to come back to Crescent Lake and talk to the sages. I am Lucan. I see a cycle of wrath, a dim light, guided by destiny, about which our entire future revolves. Yes. Yes, yes, we've heard all of this. Now, One of these is a sequence trigger. Power must be directed toward its proper end. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us, warriors of light. Only you can do this. When all 4 crystals shine once more, return here. All will be revealed. Where the fiend of fire passes, all is engulfed in flame. The fiend of earth robs the land. No, he doesn't. He's dead. The 4 fiends brought to rule the world, both past and present. Okay. The source of the 4 forces are all scattered throughout the world. Defeat the faces. Take a root down. Lift up the crystal you carry it all. That there should regain its brilliance, sir. Okay. Fire, earth, water, and wind. These are the 4 forces that compose our world. The 4 great crystals exist in this here world. The land that once shone within them is now lost. The 4 fiends of chaos block the power of the crystals, claiming it as their own. The 12 sages are we guided to this land by the stars and the prophecy. Oh, hallelujah. Okay. Okay. Now, let's get the heck out of here. Before we go, one more thing. Stop at the item shop. It's down in the front of town. And top up our supply of potions. You know, I'm a bona fide potion addict. I got me a drinking problem. I always leave just a little room in case we pick some from an enemy drop. I'm going to go ahead and round that out to 20. 30 ethers is good. 15 phoenix downs is good. 36 antidotes is good. 16 gold needles is good. We're good. We're good. Everything's great. Do we have anything we could sell, actually? I'm going to keep these things. I'm still tempted to sell that. We can sell this. We can sell that. We can sell that. We can sell that. We can sell that. And that. We can sell that. We can sell that. We can sell that. I don't think I need this. Okay. That's good. Let's sort items, sort custom, put my antidote. Actually, put it there. What I want to do, if I put the Zeus gauntlets in the top slot, and we put let's see. Just bear with me, folks. We want the potion. Other elixir, that's in the too good to use club. Basically like the dry ether, so those things. And the X potion. Okay, that's good. I'm hoping that will be then in the top item slot when we are in battle as well. So it'll be a little easier to access. I'm not going to use the inn here because we have the airship. And we'll just go to Cornelia because it's cheaper. Now that you have the airship, don't rest anywhere but Cornelia unless you absolutely have to. Save that money. Save that money. That internet money. Okay, so we have topped up our items, topped up our HP and spells. We have, if we look at our menu here, you see 2 of the 4 crystals are now shining. That's good. Let's pop a regular save. So where to now? Well, the sages were not super helpful. So at this point, you can just sort of wander around until you figure out what you should do. There may be someone somewhere that tells you what to do, but your best bet is to start looking for towns. I told you that this town would be important, and our next crystal is the crystal of water. So this town is right next to the water. Let's see if that has anything to do with anything. You have to land your airship pretty far away. Save. We'll just head on up that way. In the original, the river monsters here were quite dangerous. But in this version, the river monster set is the same in all rivers. So if you can survive elsewhere, you can survive here. And let's see if our gauntlets are there. Oh yeah. That makes that a lot less cumbersome. Zap. Yeah. At this point, your party should start feeling pretty doggone powerful. Okay, go up to these mountains here and then hop out of the canoe and off you go. To the town of Onrak. Or Onlak, depending on the version. There's a well. It's a well. It looks like you could climb inside, but you can't. Really. Yeah, this is not Dragon Quest. Item shop. This guy sells the same stuff as everybody else. Be aware, in the original game, the item shops do vary a little bit from town to town. Gold needles, in particular, are not available everywhere. Look at my legs. Aren't they wonderful? Hubba hubba. I just love having legs. Look, look. Did you see that move I just did? All right. That's interesting. The Underhill fella from the caravan had something very weird for sale. We may have to remember that for later. You ever hear of something called Oxy Ale? Well, if I said yes, does that mean something? They said that the shrine sank into the sea 200 years ago. Now there are mermaids living there. Or so the story goes. This here is the House of Healing. How you doing? See you later. Fortunately, we don't need that. Oh, gyar. Out of me way, blasted. I haven't been able to catch a single fish. How am I supposed to keep food on me plate in me belly? Grog, I assume you mean? Kappa, or cope, or copy. Copy? Copa. Copa? Copa's been spreading some nonsense story about how he saw a thing shining and falling out of the sky. Well, how about that? Here's the cemetery. It's a gravestone. These are all gravestones. They say this used to be a beautiful village. Until about 200 years ago. Well, I don't know. It doesn't look so bad now. I mean, I've definitely seen worse. What's up? My father's with the caravan right now. They're over in the desert to the west. They usually pitch camp by the forest near the north of the desert. I hope he comes home soon. I didn't mean to talk to you twice. Before we go over there, let's go over here. Here's our magic shops, and we have a witchy woman here. Are those legs really yours? Well, I mean, I don't know whose else they'd be. Level 7 spells. These are going to be Black Mage only. So if you have one, he can use them. In the original, this one was bugged. It didn't even work. It raises attack and accuracy, but only for the caster. So that would really only be useful for a red mage, and the red mage can't cast it, so that spell sucks. Blind, as you've seen, blind doesn't really do anything in this game, so also useless. So another reason not to have a black mage. Plus it saves you 60,000 gil. Let's check the white magic shop. Noonie noo. Find anything to your liking? Well, let's see. Null Death. That could be useful. That protects against instant death. And then Healaga. Restores a lot of HP to the entire party. 30,000 gold, worth every penny. Null Death, we're not going to worry about that right now anyway. There should be an item that will help us with that in a little bit. Let's see. Where else should we go? Where else should we go? Oh, there's a dragon here. How about that? Amazing! Humans have been honored by the Dragon King. Yes, sir, we have, and we're very thankful for the blessing. Let's take a peek at your reflection in the water. Is my face still dirty? Ugh, you're filthy. Use this to wash up. I mean, a class changed and everything. I'm still dirty? Jesus. The sunken shrine is said to be filled with riches. Silver, gold, diamonds, even tablets, describing lost languages and civilizations, if you believe the legends. We saw something similar to that in Dave the Diver just the other day. Long ago, an ancient race known as the Sky People used a language called Lithinian. Not the Sea People, the Sky People. I'm telling you, I swear I think Dave the Diver took some, was making some homages to this, and that would be cool. It's cool if they are. My brother Oon would always tell me how he'd figure out how to speak it, if only he had the Rosetta Stone. So let's see if we can find that. Now, there is an inn here. I'm just going to show you how expensive it is. 300 gil. No, thank you. It is nice. But we can fly to Cornelia anytime we want. So, checking the map. Let's see. There's an area over here we haven't been to. There's, let's see. That's pretty much it. So, let's go over here past the old dragon. Cross the bridge. See what's happening over here in the woods. Hi, my name's Copa. You're the guy that's been talking about rumors and such. You want to hear about the shining object I saw? I think it fell somewhere near the waterfall to the north. No one believes me, but I think it was some kind of mechanical creature. Well, that is kind of, hard to believe. Let's see what this guy has to say. 200 years ago, the shrine of Anrak flourished. It brimmed with the power of water. I ask but one thing of you, please. Restore that power to its former grace. Okay. I wanted to save the mermaids living on the seafloor, so I made this submarine out of a barrel. Well, at least it wasn't made of carbon fiber. But when I went underwater, I started running out of air, even. I couldn't breathe. It's totally useless. Even worse, it's dangerous. Yeah, you better keep away. Well, I mean, A for effort, right? Okay, so we heard about some object falling into a waterfall. So I think next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy I, the Pixel Remaster, we might check that out and see if there's any truth to what Kappa is saying to us. I want to thank you so much for watching this episode. While you're here, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like and drop a comment letting us know how you think we're doing. For now, though, I wish you a good day with lots of smiles and happy feelings. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.